will take it across the timeline, guarded by Hurd. Drives to his left side, beats his defender, backs up, fading away. Good! That may be a dagger, 59-54. Fakes down low into the post up top. Bradshaw step back three. Good. Nothing but net by McKinley. Bradshaw. Hansen turns around against Ellingford. Pretty move from the senior.
Eagles basketball is on the air. Lyman High School is ready to soar through the 2019-2020 season. Catch it all on your home for Bridger Valley basketball. MyLocalRadio.com. Lyman basketball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, the Come On In of Casper, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Plains Tire, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Trona Valley Community Federal Credit Union, The Store, and Blacks Fork Dental. Now, Eagles fans, it's time to head to the booth to join the play-by-play voice of the Bridger Valley, Jake Hibbard.
Welcome into the Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show. Just a couple of minutes from the opening tip. The Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness first look is just a brief one. It's 1-2 Laramie versus 2-2 Lyman, and we don't know too much about this Laramie team other than they play a whole lot of players. In fact, we expect to see all 12 on the roster in the game today, led by Kylie Cox with 7 points per game. And after that, it goes down to Morgan Jensen with 6 and a lot of players at the 5 range. A very balanced attack, but for Laramie, just one win in their opening week. They lost to Riverton, lost to Kelly Walsh, and beat Rock Springs 31-24. We'll take a break and come back with the opening tip of this Lyman versus Laramie Plainsman basketball game next from the Flaming Gorge Invitational on a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. Our company specializes in fire damage restoration, mold inspection, remediation and testing, flood cleanup, and biohazardous cleanup services. We complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Safety is our highest priority, and once we've completed your job, we ensure your home or business will again be a safe place to occupy. Call me, Chase, at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's and Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
We hope you're enjoying this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all of this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. The Come On In of Casper. When it comes time to cheer on your Buffs or Eagles at state, the Come On In is your best bet for a great night's stay. Auto Farm Chevrolet in Evanston. General Manager Dennis Lynch invites you to come and experience a community-driven dealership. Evanston Regional Hospital. Quality health care close to home. Bridger Valley Motor. Got a check engine light blinking? Don't guess at what the problem is. Take it to Slim at Bridger Valley Motor in Lyman. And achieve sports medicine and physical therapy. No excuses, just results. Thank you to all of our Bridger Valley sports sponsors.
First quarter just beginning. Second quarter will be brought to you by Bridger Valley Motor. No sponsor for the girls' first quarter. If you'd like to be interested, come and see me. We've got some sports sponsorship openings for the girls, including the opening tip-off between Bryce Hansen and Kayla Vasquez, won by Vasquez and the Laramie Plainsmen in the dark maroon jerseys, white numerals, yellow trim on the sides of those numerals, and lettering, with the basketball moving from right to left. First quarter. And the game just beginning. Lyman and Laramie. 2-2 Lyman, 1-2 Laramie Plainsmen. I'd like to join on one more time for the broadcast. At least Kate Bollender, you came on for Wind River Mountain View last week. Thank you keeping stats for me last game, and now keeping me company here in the broadcast.
I do what I can.
I really do appreciate it. Laramie basketball and a missed shot from the distance, rebounded, and then missed again on a rejection. But Vasquez comes up with the first two of the game. We don't know too much about Laramie, Kate, but we do know they play a lot of players. That's what you're doing right now, trying to get everyone on the roster on the stat sheet. Steal by Vasquez and a foul in the air. Bryce Hansen, now with the play stopped, go ahead.
No, they have a lot of players. We're running through. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 we're supposed to see.
13, and the only one we won't see, and that's only because of injury, is I crossed one of the players out here. Let's see. First free throw missed by Vasquez. There's one player who got injured last week. Otherwise, we would be seeing all 13. Kersey got hurt last week.
Well, geez, I wish you would have told me that before I put her name in.
Well, she won't be playing.
Okay.
Second free throw by Vasquez, good. And so she goes 1 of 2, and it's 3-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. A swarming press put on by Laramie, and we're a bit on the fly getting this game working. A timeout taken by Lyman. We will keep it right here to be able to try to catch up with this game. We just got off the air 20 minutes ago at most. Mountain View defeated Rock Springs, so that's kind of the reason for that. A very abbreviated Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show. Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness bringing you the first look. We had full ones for that first game, and we'll have a 7:40 p.m. Lyman girls game where we'll give you a little bit more. We'll hear from Jason Hansen. We'll hear from the Rock Springs head coach Ramiro Candelaria in that late game as well. Let's run you through the starters, though. Kayla Vasquez for Laramie, Janie Adair, Kylie Cox, Jayla Wolf, and Morgan Jensen. For Lyman, it's Bryce Hansen, Hadley Gross, Charles C. Rose, Mandy Ayer, and Nicole Peden. It's Lyman basketball. The pressure is on. Peden takes a long pass from Hansen into the blocks, misses, but to the line.
That was good. She used her body.
Used her body, got to get shots up quick. The pressure looks like it's going to be very, very tough for Lyman to handle today.
Oh, yeah. As you look out on the court, Laramie looks like kind of a smaller team, not a lot of height, but they are very defensive heavy. They know where the ball is. They know how to be aggressive when trying to get players to get trapped.
And it looks like Vasquez, probably their tallest player, along with we already have Morgan Jensen, probably sitting at around 5'9" to 5'10" in that area. So not a ton of height, but a lot of quickness. And their guards not that tall as well. Look at Bryce Hansen. She was just guarding number 4, Jayla Wolf out there. Had about a head and a half on her. 3-0, though, after a couple of misses by Peden, and a corner shot. Looked like Vasquez on the make there as well.
It was, yep.
She has all 5 of Laramie's points early on here in the first period. Ayer takes it at the right wing. The ball is knocked out by Jensen. And turnover again. Janie Adair up ahead. Missed off the bottom of the rim. That was just an own shot. Kylie Cox knocked herself out of having a chance of getting that shot in. Charles C. Rose for a 3 at the corner. Misses short. Peden coming in from behind, and a foul on Lyman. She got Jayla Wolf from the back. 6:22 in the first period. Just a minute and a half in, and Laramie's asserting dominance quickly. against this Lyman team. Lyman struggled a little bit at times. They had a big win over Kemmer and then a gigantic win over a Forest Eden team missing 4 of their starters. But this really their biggest test early on of the season of Wyoming competition. They took on a good 1A Rich County team in their first contest, lost 45-35. Wolf with it on the right wing. Almost dribbles herself out of the ball, throws it down to the post, and then off the foot of Morgan Jensen, she did dribble it away. Turnover, Lyman basketball. Moving from left to right, Bryce Hansen crosses over, drives into the paint, 2 steps, shot up and good. What'd you think of the move there?
That was good.
Quick movement by Bryce Hansen, splitting through her front defender, and then driving through into the lane. 3-ball missed on the Laramie end, into the hands of Rose, a sophomore. And a sophomore-heavy team, freshmen and sophomores will play large into this Lyman basketball program. Missed short baseline lay-in attempt by Bryce Hansen. Could have made it 5-4 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Instead, it's Laramie basketball, moving from right to left. Vasquez fires from 3. Peden got the shot blocked, but then is called for impeding on her space, I think, on the corner.
It was. That's something you got to avoid. When you're down early in the game and Laramie pushes the ball and they're fast and they have a lot of defense going, you don't want to get into foul trouble early, and you don't want to stop them with fouls.
3rd foul already for Lyman as well. First shot by Vasquez, no good. And it looked like Peden had a clean block. She just kind of got tripped up.
Yeah.
No good on the first shot. All the offense for Laramie's side, as Peden makes the second and has one more coming, has come from Vasquez.
Raven Heaton into the game, as well as Caroline Bradshaw.
Yeah, first time we've seen Raven, a sophomore, and Caroline today. Certainly not the last. Those two get a lot of minutes off the bench. 3rd free throw by Vasquez, good. 7-2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Throw to the middle of the court, just across the timeline. Mandy Air overthrows. Looked like, was that Sinnott in there? Hope Sinnott?
Yep.
And the ball knocked out of bounds off the body of off the hand of Janie Adair, trying to get a steal away from Hope Sinnott. Madison Harris into the game. Not sure if you mentioned her. Inbound to Bryce Hansen. She gets hit by Vasquez.
You know, Caroline Bradshaw, she had to run all the way over to that far corner to get that ball just before it went out of bounds, but she's quick.
Yeah, quick freshman, and maybe we'll get a chance to see her twin sister, say the younger sister of McKinley. Of both these girls, twin sisters, freshmen. Sage Bradshaw, she told me last week she'll be good to go this week. She is on the bench, it looks like, but we'll see if she gets any varsity minutes or if they kind of ease her in with JV. Turnover for Lyman, goes back to Laramie. Janie Adair with the basketball. Corner 3 taken by Johnson. Good. Kylie Cox, rather, with that shot and make there. It was 23, not 13. 10-2. Lyman being dominated by Laramie. Across, Harris picks up her dribble, gives it out left side on the wing to Hansen. Caroline Bradshaw calling for it at the top of the key, takes it. Wing 3 by Bradshaw. Bank shot, good.
What confidence from a freshman.
Calling for the basketball.
Yeah.
10-5 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. And Bryce Hansen, just a sophomore, but controls that team like a team captain even as a sophomore. Mandy Air knocks the ball out of bounds, trying to pick off the pass of Adair intended for Cox.
Oh, Sage Bradshaw's into the game.
And here we go. Twin sisters into the basketball game. Caroline and Sage Bradshaw, younger sisters of Wyoming Cowgirls freshman, 6-man McKinley Bradshaw. Adair left side. Gives it to Wolf on the wing. Halfway through the first quarter, Wolf crosses over, still behind the three-point line. Throws it into a little bit of confusion. Bryce Hansen steals it away. Up ahead, Sage Bradshaw with the basketball. Dribbling around a right screen from Hansen over to the left side. It's Bryce with the basketball again. She drives left. Gets bumped a little bit. It was Chloe Yeend in there guarding Hansen. To Caroline on the right wing. 10-5. A bucket by Hansen and a 3-ball by Bradshaw. The points for Lyman, and a cut from Bradshaw to Hansen. She backdoor cut, got the lay-in in, assist Bradshaw. Points to Bryce. Laramie basketball. Adair knocks it off the foot of Sage Bradshaw. Good backdoor cut on that Lyman basket.
It was good.
Hadley Gross back in. Charles C. Rose in as well. Kylie Cox with it on the inbound to Laramie basketball. It's 10-7. Lyman trying to climb back in after going down, I think it was 10-2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board early on.
I don't remember. I couldn't give you an honest answer on that
I think
one.
the 3 ball made it 10-5, so that would have made it 10-2 at one point, and maybe 7-2 when Lyman first scored. Turnover, Laramie. Back to Lyman. Charles C. Rose with the basketball. Over right side, Bradshaw with a big first step. Block foul by Laramie. I think it's against Chloe Yeend.
It looks like it.
1 for the signal. Team foul number 3 for Laramie. Inbound from Bradshaw. That being Sage to Mandy. No one guarded her there. What was the breakdown?
I really don't know. I think they just missed the assignment on who had who, and everyone was focused on the Bradshaws and Bryce. And Mandy just kind of fell through the cracks and got that wide open shot.
Into the blocks, a missed shot by Laramie, and Lyman with the momentum. 10-9 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Bradshaw across the timeline to Air. She head fakes into the blocks, throws it up high, intended for Gross. Fighting for it, and it looks like Hadley Gross. She swiped in from the back and slapped her.
Yeah, just like you did me.
Yes, I did. I think you could even hear that on the broadcast.
I think you could. It startled me, I'll tell you what.
2:41 left in the first quarter. 10-9 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Morgan Johnson out of the game for Laramie. Trying to get a number on who exactly came in. Looks like it'd be a post player. Is that number 20 in? That'd be Rayla Curry.
24?
24, Josie Elder.
Yep.
Elder at the free throw line, out right side. Adair with the basketball. Into the hands of Wolf. She fires out left side. 3 ball by Vasquez, no good. And rebounded by Mandy Air. 10-9 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Rose across the timeline to Hansen. Stop and pop at the wing for 3. No good. A little bit too long. Adair trying to chase the board down, and I don't know why she did. It was last touched by Lyman. She grabs it, steps out of bounds, back Lyman's way.
Yep. Just, I don't know if she didn't know where the line was at or didn't know where she was at on the court, but.
Forgot who last touched it, maybe, because she was chasing it like a Laramie player, and maybe someone did get a hand on it. Sage inbounds to Bryce, then to Air on the baseline. Air takes it to the top. All the way around to the right wing. Rose grabs it, runs with it, baseline. Shot rejected by Vasquez. Rose gets it back, though, off the glass. Lyman has taken a lead. From down 10-2 to an 11-10 lead, Lyman in control of this game at the moment. Laramie basketball. Cox throws down low. Intended for Elder, but it's out of bounds. She bobbled it on her left hand. Couldn't keep it in from going out on the baseline. Pressure on from Laramie. We saw this early, and it really messed with the heads of Lyman. But since then, seems like they've gotten the quick ahead, break the press, and try to find a shot up. Raven Heaton back into the game as the ball was intended for her, but knocked out of bounds by Kylie Cox. Lyman's gotten it across the timeline. They'll inbound from their own baseline.
Raven really just needed to meet that pass, and she would have had it, but sometimes you get caught standing, and the player can pick it off.
Good inbound, though, to make up for it. She finds Bryce Hansen in the blocks. 6 points for Bryce. Back to Elder. She's rejected, and then a little behind-the-back flip by Hansen. Goes into the hands of Vasquez, uses the glass, and Vasquez with 2. I think 9 points of the 13 for Laramie have come by way of Vasquez. Air dribbles under the hoop, out to Heaton, fakes a shot. Bradshaw at the elbow, drives in back to the free throw line, passes to Air. 2 steps by Mandy, hard off the glass, no good. Vasquez had the board, but Sage Bradshaw ripped it out of her hands. Back to Hansen at the top of the key. 49 seconds left in the first. Hansen, a floater. Off the rim, out. 13-12. Vasquez up ahead, no good. Transition points, a little bit tough for both teams right now.
Yeah. It's early still. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Never mind.
Early in the season, though.
Yeah. New gym for everyone traveling.
Caroline Bradshaw takes the inbound from Raven Heaton, down to 35 seconds left. And then Bradshaw goes skidding down to the ground. She pops back up. Harris with the basketball, out to Heaton on the right side. Bradshaw with 1 3-ball today. Dribbling at the top of the key, double dribble. And she looks a little frustrated like that, but she's got a light and airy confidence about her that I screwed up. She does mess up. She fell down on that possession. She double dribbled, but she never really seems down and out after it.
No, she'll seem disappointed at herself, but it doesn't affect the rest of her game.
Double team. Lyman trying to rip the ball out of the hands of Elder. And they do. Harris comes away with the steal. Throw to Sinnott on the right wing. 9 seconds left. To the baseline. Good move by Rose to open her up. Point blank range. 2 in for Lyman. 15-12. First quarter ends at that margin. 15-12 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Lyman outscores Laramie down the stretch. 13-2. This is a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
First quarter ends with a big Lyman run. Kate, what were you seeing in the turnaround there?
Well, I think, honestly, Laramie kind of had just a defensive breakdown. You watch a lot of those points, and girls are just wide open.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on with Laramie right now, but I don't know if they're getting tired and they just haven't built that lung capacity up just yet. But
certainly a lot of points out of Vasquez. She had 9 of their 12. But outside of that, when she wasn't scoring, they didn't have any offense.
No.
Second quarter begins 15-12 as we welcome you into the Reese Auto Service second period, and a travel called against Raven Heaton as she was delivering the ball left baseline to Caroline Bradshaw. Turnover for Lyman. 19 seconds into the period. Pressure on and broken. Laramie basketball. Vasquez on the left corner. Throws it up high into the hands of Kylie Cox. She'll toss it around right side. Laramie plays a ton of players, and looks like we got a few new in. Lily Mayan into the game. Battling for the board, back in. Morgan Jensen puts it back. Jensen with her first 2 of the game. 15-14 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Charles C. Rose with the basketball. Left sideline, moving from left to right is Lyman against Laramie. Heaton at the top of the key. Bradshaw drives another 3, misses long. Backside board picked up by Jensen. And Laramie ball on the run. Kylie Cox up ahead to Vasquez. 8-foot corner shot, good. 11 points for Vasquez. 16-15, Laramie back on top over Lyman. Rose gives to Bradshaw. Out left side to Heaton. Fakes into the blocks, gives back to Bradshaw at the free throw line. Turnaround, Sinnott drives in. Rejected from behind by Vasquez. Johnson moving her right pivot foot around, then finding a passing mate. Gives it off to Kylie Cox. She's at the left wing, then to Vasquez on the corner. Head fake, skipped over to the right side. Shot up by Tizer. Misses short. Sage Bradshaw on the board. Or Caroline, rather. And on the run. She wants to go coast to coast off the glass. A little bit too hard. 6:11 left. 16-15. Laramie in transition. And a bucket by Kylie Cox. She's got 5 points. And Laramie up by a triple. A slow transition recovery for Lyman, it looked like, allowed Laramie to get the ball back up ahead to Cox. On the right wing, Bradshaw has her pass taken away. Looking down into the block, she's stolen away by Vasquez. Another transition bucket. No, the shot will not go up. Instead, it's knocked out of bounds. The pass going to Tizer is knocked out by Raven Heaton. Boy, after a Rock Springs game, this gym cleared right out.
It really did.
It was packed and loud in here, and now I look down, and there's us and a dozen other people outside of the players on the court. Inbound left side, new player into the game is Chloe Yeen. She was in previously, now getting a couple minutes in. Puts a shot up. Looks like is that 2 free throws signaled?
I think so. It looked like she was in the act of shooting.
And she's to the free throw line on Bryce Hansen, the foul. Hansen second.
Ooh.
2 fouls for Bryce with 6 points as she just comes back into the game too. See how they play it. Makes the first.
Bryce has 2. Nicole Peden, yeah, she's out there too. She also has 2 fouls.
And those are a senior and a sophomore, but a post player in Peden and a kind of do-it-all Swiss Army knife for Bryce Hansen. She plays anywhere from the post to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Usually the primary ball handler, but will also post up if she's against a smaller guard. Looks like they put a taller guard in Cox against her this time, and perhaps anticipating not wanting to get Hansen posted up again. Throw to the left side. It's Sage Bradshaw with the basketball, collecting the pass from Hansen over to the right wing, back to Hansen. On the right side, Mandy Air dribbles out of trouble in the trap. Hansen to Bradshaw. Down low to Air, turns around in the blocks, not really in a position to try to take a shot there. Gives it back to Hansen on the right wing. Sage Bradshaw. She takes kind of a big step on that first dribble. She hasn't been called for traveling yet. It looked like that was closer on the line, though. Hansen, three-pointer, misses a little long. Gross can't come up with the rebound, so it's back to Laramie, and Tizer throws ahead. Mayan with the basketball out to the corner. Cox for 3. Good. 3 more and 23-15. Laramie controls the first half of this Reese Auto Service second quarter.
They controlled the first half, first half of the first quarter, and now
we'll see what happens.
We'll see how it ends up.
Lead is back up to 8. That's where the lead was at 10-2 when Lyman went on that run. And a foul called as Peden got tied up. It went against number 13, Morgan Jensen, her second.
She's out of the game. I didn't see who she was replaced by.
I think Vasquez was out for just a bit. Now she's back in for who just came out for Jensen. Shot by Peden, no good. Vasquez comes up with the board. No, never mind, that's number 3, Lily Mayan. Up ahead to Vasquez. She stops, gives it to Mayan. Then to Cox. Skip left to the corner. Mayan, the elbow, drives into the paint, dishes out right side. Open for 3. Tizer. She misses. Vasquez on the putback attempt, no good. Rebounded by Hadley Gross. Almost halfway through the Reese Auto Service second period. Lyman has only scored, I think, have they scored at all? No, they have not scored.
No.
They were up 15-12. They have not scored at all in this second period. Throw into the paint. Peden can't hold on to it. And then Hadley Gross chases it down. A timeout taken as Sage Bradshaw picks the ball up. Lyman in trouble, has not scored in this second period, brought to you by Reese Auto Service on a first big presentation of Lyman basketball on mylocalradio.com. 23-15 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
15 points for Lyman. That all came in the first quarter. That's where they sit, 23-15 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Welcome you back to the Reese Auto Service second period, located in Lyman, Wyoming. Any engine, small or large, Reese is there for you to work on that and get it working right. Whether you're looking at a little lawnmower engine or a big semi-diesel. 23-15 again. Lyman has not scored in the period. They have the basketball moving from left to right. Mandy Air to Peden. Off the glass, no good, short off the rim. Bradshaw with the rebound. Sage misses. And then a third attempt. Mandy Air breaks the seal in the second quarter. Finally gets a bucket in for Lyman. Vasquez on the left wing. Skips it to the right side. It's into the hands of Tizer. Thrown away to Peden. She's running with it. Far sideline. High dribble. Up ahead looking for Caroline Bradshaw. Throws it away to Kylie Cox though. Lyman basketball. Up ahead. Vasquez. Stop and shoot from free throw line extended beyond the arc. No good. Bradshaw comes away with the board. That's Sage. To the hands and in and out of the hands of Mandy Air. What's the turnover count looking like for both of these teams?
Right now, the turnover count for Lyman is 7, And for Laramie is, let's see, 5.
5 seems a little low on that count. Have we missed a couple?
Maybe. No guarantees. I'm not official.
23-17 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 6-point lead for Laramie at the elbow. With the basketball, it's Ruby Durrell. Stolen away by Air. Bradshaw on the run, gives it out right corner. A long 2 by Rose, misses short. Ties her on the board. 2:45 left in the second period. Ties her out right side. Vasquez has it on the corner. She just barely grabs that ball by the fingertips, then fires it to the middle of the court. Durrell grabs it, looks to Cox, high, low, down into the right block. She had it, and had she not hesitated, Yeen may have had a 2, but she did, misses short. And Lyman with the transition. Rose, partially rejected, baseline floater, no good. Elbow shot by Peden is good. Nicole Peden makes it a 4-point game, and here comes Lyman in the second half of the second period, just as they did in the back half of the first. 2 subs impending for Lyman. It looks like Madison Harris and Hope Sinnott. Out to the right corner. 3 ball by Tizer. Air ball. And a tie-up. Bryce Hansen is fouled. Looks like it's against Yeen. Team foul number 7 puts Hansen at the line for a 1-and-1, a big opportunity for Lyman.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize there was that many fouls on Laramie.
Kind of just added up on me. I had to look down to the down to the scoreboard to even see that. 2 minutes left in the first half. First free throws for Lyman today. Hansen could probably hear me saying that from up here with how few people are here.
It's definitely a quiet gym right now.
She misses. 23-19 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Laramie basketball. Adair back into the game. She had an extended rest after starting the game. 1:45, stops at the key, gives out left side. A long 2 taken by Yeen. No good off the front of the handle. Rebound by Rose. Bryce Hansen at the top of the key. 1:30 left. Backs up. A 4-point game. Turnaround shot by Peden. Oh, looked good. Fell out. Rose with the rebound, though, for 3. No. Trying to chase it out. Rose goes into the stands as she was boxed out by Adair. A good box out by Josie there, or by Janie Adair. 23-19, the score stays. 1:20 left, Reese Auto Service, second quarter.
Vasquez out of the game, and who came in for her?
Well, we've got Kylie
Jensen.
Coxon, Morgan Jensen back in. Yeah, they were kind of switching in and out for each other. Throw down to the blocks. Hansen steals it away. Up ahead to Sinnott. 70 seconds left in the first half. A 4-point game. Rose to Harris. Can she hold on to it? She does, but then gets it ripped out of her hands, trying to throw it away or pass it back to the right key. Morgan Jensen takes the steal. Kylie Cox in transition for a triple. Nope. Hansen on the board. 52 seconds left. Hansen's knocked out of bounds, and there was no foul called. It's just out of the hands. They say everything was legal, and Chloe Yeen hit it off the hands of Hansen. So Laramie basketball.
Bryce is out of the game, replaced by Mandy Air, and then Sage is in for Chelsea Rose.
Vasquez comes in as well.
She'll inbound the ball now.
Ruby Durrell, the player, replaced by Vasquez. Vasquez with almost, at least more than half of the Laramie offense one way or another. Inbounds to Jensen. No good. 48 seconds left. Lyman rebound. Sage Bradshaw handling the ball on the right sideline. Turns around, gives it to Harris. Madison to Heaton, then back to Sage. Sinnott and Air joining those 3 on the court. Out to the left corner, it's Sinnott. 30 seconds left. A double team comes in. Air down low. Found the open player. It was Harris. She missed the shot from point blank range, unguarded. Up ahead, it's Kylie Cox on the run for Laramie. Steps through Sinnott on the Euro step. No good on the lay-in either. Sage Bradshaw takes it, gives it up ahead to Sinnott, who has it hit off of her head and out of bounds. 12.8 seconds left. First half. 23-19 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board.
You know, when we had 33 seconds left, I was going to ask if they were going to go for a final shot.
Yeah, not even close. It's like the final 3 possessions.
Right.
Cox nearly gives an over and back to Adair. Back to Cox, then to the corner. Vasquez fires. It's a long 2, I think. Misses, so it doesn't matter. 2 seconds left. Laramie rebound. The first half ends 23-19. The score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Lyman scores just 4 points in that second quarter and find themselves down by a couple of buckets as we head into the third. Halftime coverage when we come back on a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on MyLocalRadio.com. 23 points Laramie, 19 Lyman.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on MyLocalRadio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
First half scores 23-19 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Really, it seems like Laramie, Kate, has just been at the front of the couple minutes of the first half, the first 2 minutes of the first quarter, and the first 4 minutes of the second. That's really where almost all their points have come. Lyman's got in the back, but really just got to hold on to the ball a little bit better, maybe play a little bit better defense, or in the case of Lyman down the stretch when the defensive breakdowns came for Laramie in the second quarter, just convert on your shots. We had a couple of point-blank shots unguarded that just went for naught.
We did. I don't know. I don't know if Laramie just is getting tired at the end, and so they can't finish the quarter, but they start out so strong, score so many points, and then it's kind of just dead at the end, and then Lyman has to pick the rest of that up in the final half of that quarter.
And they have that's where all their points have really come. It was 10-2 at the just a couple minutes into the first period. I thought we were in on our way to a blowout the way it was going, and then momentum just shifted back. It was all Lyman. 3 points by Caroline Bradshaw. That came on one shot. We've seen minutes by both Caroline and Sage. Maybe more minutes even by Sage Bradshaw in that second quarter. She seemed to be the freshman, dominating those minutes off the bench in the second. But just 3 points out of that. 6 from Bryce Hansen, 4 by Charles C. Rose, 4 by Mandy Eyre, 2 by Nicole Peden. Both Nicole Peden, Mandy Eyre, and Madison Harris could have more. We could be looking at double digits for any one of those for Mandy Eyre perhaps. And Nicole Peden's had a couple of good shots that just maybe fallen just a little bit shy here and there. Either way, it's a 4-point game. For Laramie, 11 points by Kayla Vasquez and 8 from Kylie Cox. Pretty clear where the offense is coming. Those are your number 1 and 2 scores on average for the team coming into this week as well. Morgan Jensen, 2 points, and Chloe Yiend with 2. We'll catch up on some advertising here over the break and come back to give you one final thought before the start of the third period. Again, thanks for tuning in to the Reese Auto Service second quarter. We will be back with more of a First Bank presentation of Laramie and Lyman basketball live and online from the Flaming Gorge Invitational on mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Laramie and Lyman doing battle here 3 minutes before the start of the third period, 23-19. Laramie on top. If you're Lyman and you're Coach Hansen, what do you got to say to your girls? You're not that far away, but what do you say to get them over the hump?
Rebound more, less turnovers. Calm down.
Calm down?
Calm down. They were freaking out in the first half. First half of the first quarter, trying to get it across the timeline. There was so many turnovers. But I think just calm down. You know how to play basketball. You're good at it. Stop fouling. Just
all the above.
All the above.
Hit your open shots when they're there.
Yeah.
That too, and that plays into calming down.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because sometimes your shot's on and sometimes it's not. Mm-hmm. Some players you want to shoot more and others to stop.
Yeah. Well, 2.5 minutes before the start of the third period, we'll be back with that. After this, 23-19 on the Benedict's Market and True Value Board. This is a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. In addition to our cleanup and restoration services, we also offer new construction and remodeling. We can help with a newer kitchen, bathroom, a garage, deck, or a new addition to your home. We provide accurate, itemized estimates with no hidden fees or extra charges, and we complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Call us today at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's and Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. Our company has helped thousands of people put their homes, businesses, and lives back together after a fire, flood, storm, or other disastrous event. We work with all insurance companies, and we work for you by being professional, fair, and honest. Our certified technicians are trained in every aspect of restoration, so we can complete each project in a fast and satisfactory way. Call us today, 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Start of the second half, 23-19 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Who starts with possession? It's Laramie, moving from left to right. Dark maroon jerseys, white numerals, and lettering with a little bit of yellow and white striping up the sides. Lyman in the white jerseys, blue striping up the sides, and dark blue numerals and lettering across the chest. Into the paint, it's Laramie with Jayla Wolf. Pops it back outside. Cox to the corner. Adair for three. Yes! What a way to start that second half. And just like the end of the first, or the beginning of the first and the second quarter, Laramie hot to start.
Definitely. I wonder what time it's going to stop and Lyman's going to kick in, and maybe it won't. You never know.
26-19 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board, and a foul against Jayla Wolf running into air. She tried to jump the route and had it cleanly for a bit, but then ran into the body of Mandy. 7-point lead for Laramie. Charles C. Rose inbounds to Air. We have Air guarded by Adair. Low bounce pass to Rose. Back up top to Air. 40 seconds into the third period. Swing around right side. Hansen back up top to Air. Then to the left as Rose skips it right side. Hansen tries a deep three from a little bit long. Air had the board. Adair knocked it out of her hands. Laramie basketball. Streaking down the court. Wolf was looking for it. She pops out to the right corner. Takes it. Guarded by Air. Crosses over to her left. To the elbow, finds Vasquez. She fires for a corner three. Misses long. Rebound by Hansen. Starters the same for both sides to begin this second half. Air, Peden, Rose, Bradshaw, and not Bradshaw, Hansen, and Hadley Gross out there on the court for Lyman. 6:40 left in a missed shot for Lyman. Gives it back to Laramie. Moving from left to right. Adair backs up on the left corner. Double team. Gives it off to Wolf. She looks around. Goes to the top of the key. Rose pokes at the ball. Stabbing at it. Just gets it away to Adair. Drives into a double team. Then outside to Kylie Cox. Misses a three. It right into the hands of Jensen, though. Off the glass. Drops for Morgan Jensen. 4 points. 28-19 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Do you think she was named after two jewelry companies? Morgan Jensen?
I doubt it, but you never know.
Hansen tries a wing three. No good. It's a little bit short. Peden turns around, fading away in the paint. Drops it. Hit the rim, then the backboard, and fell in. Nicole Peden. She's had a couple of jumpers that just missed. She's got a soft touch. 28-21. Steal from Hansen. Up ahead. And then she throws it away looking for Rose. Adair on the run. Bounce pass down off the feet of Air. Hadley Gross tries to save it. Knocks it off the shoe of Mandy. Stays with Laramie. Close miss there. And they had a chance at back-to-back turnovers after giving the ball away.
Who's going to inbound? Vasquez?
It's Vasquez on the inbound, yep. She looks out right side. Jensen has it. Then to Wolf. Back to the corner. Vasquez gets a screen from Jensen. Opens her up for three. No good. Peden on the rebound. Has the ball knocked out of her hands. Adair down to the ground. Throws it back to Cox. Beats the defense. It's no good, but she's fouled after the shot, so I don't think that's a shooting foul. I think that was on the ground somehow. Push.
They say not.
2 shots, yes, there are. It was a late call, but yep, 2 shots indeed. I don't know if you could have a foul after the shot.
I think it depends on the angle. You never know what the ref sees.
Well, I didn't know if that was a thing. Is more what I was asking.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if that's a thing.
I'm not a ref, Jake. Come on.
Neither am I.
That's apparent.
Cox makes the first free throw. Second is good. 2-for-2 trip by Kylie Cox. Pardon me. Hanson on the left wing for Lyman. To Air at the top of the key, swing around. Sage Bradshaw into the game quickly. Hanson on the left side, drives baseline. Nearly has it stolen away by Adair. Gives off to Hadley Gross, then to Air. Then to Bradshaw. Sage to the top. Under 5 minutes to play in the third. Drives into the paint, runs out of real estate, and a triple team. Adair comes away with the steal. Wolf throws ahead to Cox. Tries for another three, no good. Jensen with the rebound, no good either. And a foul comes in a little bit late. 2 shots for Wolf.
As of now, Morgan Jensen has 4 offensive and 4 defensive rebounds. She's rebounding everywhere, all over the place.
I forgot you were keeping track of the rebounds. That's an impressive outing for Jensen.
Jeez, Jake, I appreciate you forgetting everything I do.
I would have asked you for some of those. How about you run us through some of those rebounding leaders?
All right, so let's see. When it comes to Lyman, you have Charles C. Rose has 2 for offensive and defensive. Bryce Hanson has 3 defensive rebounds, no offensive rebounds right now. When it comes to Laramie, Morgan Jensen's kind of all you got. You got Vasquez has 2 offensive, 1 defensive. That's about it.
Second free throw was good by Wolf, and then a double dribble on the Lyman side gives it back to Laramie.
Who was that double dribbled?
I think it was maybe Charlesy.
Was it?
So I looked up. She had the ball, and then she may have not had it still.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
I guess I could check the replay.
No, it's all right.
That's
Sage Bradshaw turns it over.
Rejection by, and it was Charles C. on the double dribble. Rejection by Bryce Hanson, but they get it back, and then a tie-up. Timeout taken, and Lyman basketball when we return, I believe. Is that the call?
I
think
honestly
Bryce
didn't
had
see.
it. Oh, no, it was on Laramie. So timeout taken by Laramie. I think it's a half, 30-second timeout. So we'll be back. 4:14 left in the period when we return on a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on MyLocalRadio.com. 31 Laramie, 21 Lyman.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Back here in the third period, about halfway through, 31-21. Lyman down to Laramie. Too many turnovers in the third quarter, Kate.
Yeah, 6 so far.
It's Laramie basketball. Elbow shot, bink, in by Morgan Jensen. 4 points for her. Make it 6 now. 6 points, 8 rebounds for Jensen, and a 12-point lead for Laramie. Over and back call close to, sure looked like it by Sage Bradshaw, or Caroline rather.
Mm-hmm.
Drive into the paint and a little floater. A good one by Bryce Hanson, her first bucket since the first period. And finally, Lyman back on the board. 3:35 left in the quarter. 33-23 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Missed 3 ball by Wolf. Rebounded from Rose. Bryce Hanson on the take it across. Up ahead, Caroline runs with it. Bounces it into the block. Sinnott fouled to the line.
That's the first time she's been to the line today, isn't it?
I think it might be the first time in a game that we've covered that she's been to the line.
Oh, wow.
Although, I don't remember much of the Farson Eden game.
I
think everyone would like to forget that one.
I think that was more of a practice.
Farson Eden had 9 players show up between freshman, JV, and varsity.
They had to play 2 games back-to-back between JV and varsity.
I think there was 2 players who did not play in the JV game.
1. There was only 1 player.
Well, there was 1 filming, and there was 1 sitting on the bench. Did she get in too?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 1 player. So there was 8 players who played in JV, 9 who played in varsity. First free throw by Sinnott, airballed. Second one is too long. And a drive down to the ground. A turnover picked up from Caroline Bradshaw. Keeps the possession in the hands of Lyman. Sage and Caroline both out there along with Sinnott. Caroline out right side to Sage, Chelsea Rose and Bryce Hansen. So you have one senior, 2 sophomores, and 2 freshmen on the court for Lyman, a young varsity team. As these players will see a lot of minutes throughout the season. 2 of them are starters.
You know, I wish they would look down along the basket because that's a lot of times open, and they just don't throw it down there. The wings need to be more aware of where their post is at in the bottom, and they can a lot of times get wide open shots.
And that ends up being a turnover as they keep it over on that right side. 2:30 left. Laramie basketball moving from left to right. Skip a little bit short. Picked up by Tizer, though. Into the baseline. Tizer goes, throws it down, a little bounce pass intended for Yeen, but it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lyman.
Raven Heaton in, as well as Mandy Air for Hope and Caroline.
Yes, indeed. Almost said Velasquez. Vasquez. Inbounds, but a foul. Moving screen. Goes against, I think it was 2-3. Yeah, 2-3. That's Kylie Cox. Kylie Cox. That's what happens when 12 players play.
Yeah.
Hansen has it knocked out of bounds. Touched by Adair. Got another game at 7:40. Lyman will play Rock Springs. That's on the girls' side, and final game of the Rock Springs side of our Thursday. I think Evanston and Laramie are playing right now over on the boys' side in Green River High School. Laramie and Evanston, I both think, winless on the year.
Are they?
Well, Laramie might have gotten a win, and I know Evanston is winless, 0-3. Ball knocked out of bounds, stays with Lyman. Heaton, no, it's Hansen to inbound. 2 minutes left, 33-23 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Lyman basketball. Air bounces it to the right wing to Bradshaw, then off to Hansen. She drives in, one-handed push shot, rattles around and falls for Bryce. 4 points in the quarter for Hansen. She's up to 10 in the game. 8-point differential, though. Laramie on top of Lyman. 33-25 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Adair double teamed by Rose and Hansen. Spins around, gives it off. And Tizer tries a shot, used the bank, and it's good. It's one of those times I actually think she was going for the bank shot.
Yeah.
Not always the case.
No, but when it works.
Hey, when it goes in, it's 2 points in a game.
Yeah.
Air in the paint, goes down to the ground, gives it up top. Sage Bradshaw for 3, misses short off the hands of Raven Heaton. And ball out of bounds at 1:16 left in the third period. 35-25 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. After this game, let's see, we've got Evanston and is it Laramie or is it Rollins?
You're asking me questions. I have no idea.
Trying to remember the schedule if I can find it. It disappeared on me somewhere. I had to pull it right back up. There we go. Lyman basketball after the turnover. Rose out to Heaton on the left corner. Back up top to Bryce. Hansen drives in. She's got 4 points in the corner. Most of the offense for Lyman, and 3 more with the wing 3.
Swish City.
That's your catchphrase, and you're trying to make it trademark. 7 points in the quarter for Bryce Hansen, 13 in the game. Outright side, a leg dribble. Cox to Adair, a 3-ball to respond. Aired out. Mandy Air with the rebound. Throw ahead, it's Chelsea Rose. Back to Hansen. To Air, she's open. It's a long 2. That misses. Bradshaw on the little cleanup, though. 2 more points for Lyman, and it took a little longer this time, but they turned it on late in the third period. 35-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Air with the turnover. It's a shot up and good! 35-32.
Air had the steal, not the turnover.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Thank you for that clarification. Picked up. She didn't really even have a steal. It was more like the backboard had a steal. And another throw out of bounds for Laramie. 12.3 seconds left in the third period. Lyman basketball. 7 seconds. Hansen to Heaton. Back outside. Hansen for a wing 3. Trying to tie it. No good. Too long. Air picks up the board. And a tie-up just before the buzzer comes in. Should not matter too much. I think that at most maybe 0.3 seconds left. And it's foul number 4. I think the refs are going to let that one go to the fourth quarter. 35-32 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Lyman makes a late run and down by 3 to Laramie on a First Bank presentation of Lyman Basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Fourth quarter about to begin, 35-32 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 8 minutes on the clock, Laramie on top. And it is Evanston versus Rollins on the girls' side after this game. Then it's all Rock Springs to close it out. The Rock Springs boys take on Rollins, and then the Rock Springs girls finish off against this Lyman team. We'll have that game for you as well. Nicole Peden out left side. Bryce Hansen still trying to tie it, misses from distance. And the putback missed by Peden. That's a big miss there. Rebound, Laramie. Tie up and team foul number 3 on Lyman. That's the good news. They have not fouled too many times. You said, Kate, at the last 45 seconds of the quarter, Laramie had 4 turnovers.
Yep, they did. They had 1 earlier in the third quarter and then 4 in the last 45 seconds to minute.
5-second clock expires on the inbound against Laramie.
Another turnover.
Gives it back to Lyman. And 5 turnovers in a quarter, not great, certainly, but when you think 4 of those come in the last 45 seconds, that's just a mental breakdown late. Timeout by Laramie. We'll take it with them. 35-32 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. This is a First Bank presentation of Lyman Basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Meet the service and parts department staff at Auto Farm Chevrolet. We work on almost every type of vehicle, foreign and domestic. We also sell parts and accessories for almost all makes and models. Our staff is friendly and well-trained, and we are here to serve you. Open Monday through Friday beginning at 7:30 a.m., we invite you to Auto Farm Chevrolet for all your parts and for all your service needs. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a community-driven dealer.
$35-32 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Other games happening right now at the Flaming Gorge Invitational. Laramie versus Evanston at Green River High School. That's the boys' game. And at the Lincoln Middle School, it's Little Snake River taking on Riverton. Haven't seen Little Snake River as the boys' game, though, so I'd imagine it's the same 5 or 6 guys that we saw in the state championship football team. It's not like they have a whole lot of numbers to really mess around with. And you know, you're a football player, you're a basketball player. I think you're just an athlete at that school.
I would say so.
Yeah, so imagine Reagan Myers probably playing basketball as well. Floating shot by Hansen, misses, and Lyman trying to tie it up. Running plays for Bryce out of the breaks. It's just not working. The shots aren't falling right now. Adair drives in, right elbow, spins out. Velasquez baseline against Hansen, pushes it through. Strong finish by Vasquez.
She uses her body well, isn't afraid of contact and to go in against the other player and to get the shot.
37-32, so a 5-point advantage for Laramie over Lyman. We'll have a few hours off after this back-to-back of Stream's first. Mountain View defeating Rock Springs on the boys' side, 59-51. A close game, 2-possession here, Lyman-Laramie. Our final game of the day, 7:40 p.m., Lyman versus Rock Springs right here at Rock Springs High School. Peden in the post, misses, gets her own board, fouled, and back to the line. Peden 0 of 2 at the line today. I don't know if I marked those down. I think I started to and then didn't. I don't think Lyman has made a free throw today.
Oh, really?
I have Nicole Peden 0 of 2. Bryce Hansen 0 for 1. And I'm not sure. I think maybe she made 1 there. And I'm just not adding that in because I didn't have a circle. Sometimes I forget those circles. 0 for 2 from Hope Sinnott.
Nicole missed her first one hard to the left.
So Peden goes 1 for 2 at the line. 37-33 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 1 minute gone by. And 4 points difference between these two teams. Out on the corner, skip to the left, Cox at the top. She hit 1-3 earlier. Kylie dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. Should be Lyman basketball, I think. Maybe it got off the foot of a Lyman player. Must have.
Yeah.
Vasquez inbounds. Hadley Gross to check in at the next dead ball after this. Adair stops just outside the free throw line, gives off to Wolf. She head fakes, spins into the paint. Triple teamed in the low post. Bradshaw comes away with a steal. Across the timeline, running with it. Sage looks back, gives it off to Bryce. She'll go baseline to Air, head fake. Good move by Mandy. Opens her up to Rose. Short corner shot, misses short. Bradshaw comes in wildly with the rebound. Jump ball called. Possession arrow. Laramie. Good rebound by Sage, but she couldn't get the shot up. And Sage is listed at 5'5", Caroline at 5'3". They do have trouble getting points in the lane, even though they have the abilities. Sometimes running up against the taller players, they've gotten themselves into trouble at times.
They have. They are quick, but sometimes you run into a taller player, and there's nothing you can really do about that.
You don't have to be fast if you're tall.
Mm-mm.
That's what I was always told was my disadvantage. I had to be fast.
Bryce Hansen travels with the ball as she goes down to the ground.
Trying to pick up a steal and had it, and then just it looked like she kind of rolled over her ankle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she popped it out or anything. She's got 2 ankle braces on, but just kind of tripped up. Baseline inbound.
Will happen time to time in basketball.
Baseline inbound for Kylie Cox. Looks, we're at 3 seconds. 4 fires it into Vasquez on the left blocks. No shot, but the harm is done and 2 free throws upcoming. Kayla Vasquez had a mess of free throws in the first quarter, but hasn't shot any since. She went 3 of 5 after she got fouled by Nicole Peden on the edge of the line. See Evanston's girls team filing into the gym.
Oh, yep.
Misses her first.
Will she make the second, Jake?
Well, I guess we'll find out right now, and the answer is no.
No.
And another foul on the rebound puts Morgan Jensen at the line. Jensen's first trip, she has 6 points. What's her rebound total up to?
She has 12 rebounds, 6 offensive, 6 defensive.
Balanced game for Morgan Jensen. Doing her job in the post and making the free throw. She's up to 7. The points have not come in bunches at any point. That's how you get to 38-33 midway through the fourth quarter. But Laramie, each one that they get in, every single quarter has ended in a bit of a frazzle for this Laramie team. The second free throw goes in, but it's waved off for a lane violation on Laramie, so the score stays 38-33. Right now at 5 points, if you get down to the final minute, I don't rule it out that Lyman could get a couple of turnovers and put some points in. But if you're Lyman, you got to start scoring here soon because you're running out of time.
You can't miss. At this point in the game, you're down. You know Laramie can go on runs, and to miss, you can't do it.
Especially if they get it at the line or anything like that. 5:43 left in the fourth period, or right at the basket. Baseline inbound. Bryce Hansen with the basketball. Throws it to Air in the right block. She dribbles out immediately to the wing. Air still with it at the Tigers' tail. Pass left side. Hadley Gross gets bumped from behind by Vasquez, but it's all clean, and last touch by Hadley Gross. Turnover, Lyman.
You could see the disgust as she got pushed and the ball goes out of bounds. There's nothing you can do, though.
Cox at the right wing, 5:30 left in the game. Almost the third period. No, it's the fourth quarter. 5-point differential. Kylie Cox with the basketball. Throws it up top to Adair. Drives past Sage Bradshaw. Air slaps the ball out of the air and out of bounds. Stays with Laramie. Fake from Air. Or fake against Air for Cox. She goes out behind the timeline to Adair. Down to 5 minutes left. And back into the game, Jayla Wolf, she was out for a little bit. Looking forward on the right corner. Vasquez with the basketball, gives it back to Cox. Near the timeline. Double team trap of Air and Bradshaw. Skip to the left side. Adair double team does well. That's Sage Bradshaw and Charles C. Rose. Joined by Gross, Hansen, and Air on the court for Lyman. Elbow shot rejected. Hansen rejected the shot of Vasquez. Gross comes away with it. Gives it up ahead to Charles C. Rose, who throws it away, looking for Hansen in transition. 2 steps and a shot drops. Euro step by Cox, and it's 2 more on the board for Laramie. 40-33 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Rose to Hansen on the wing, then back up top to Sage Bradshaw. Over to the left side, Hadley Gross with it to Bradshaw. She skips it. Right side, wing 3, Hansen. No, too long. And I think it hit, I've got a banner in my way, but I think it hit one of the standards that holds that basket up the air as they whistled it dead.
I would say so. I got the same banner in my way, but that looked like it.
It's always an interesting thing trying to see.
5 seconds again.
5-second call against Laramie. Always interesting to try to see up here with the different angles of you got the rails down low, you've got the banners up high and the rafters, the vantage point of this Rock Springs press box. And then you've got the glass with the little metal wires in it.
Teeny table.
Tiny table.
I said teeny, not tiny.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
Bryce Hansen gets hit in the right block. Team foul number 7 for Laramie. And once again, they've snuck into the single bonus.
Yeah.
Foul differential 7-3. Hansen went 1 of 2. Last time she went to the line, I had her down. That was in the second quarter.
Makes it first.
I have her with 14 points. Hadley Gross replaced by Nicole Peden. 40-34, 4:03 remains. And the second one, nothing but net. 2-2 trip for Hansen. Uh-oh, we lost a couple of fans. I thought I heard a difference in the sound level. I think 4 people left from that far side. Ball knocked out of bounds. Lyman trying to get some transition. I think that's playing into maybe the malaise of this game. Is it almost seems like you're in a scrimmage with a team from across the state.
Mm-hmm.
There's almost no one in the gym. You've got the referees, the players. You got us up here with a couple of cameras, but there's really just literally a couple, maybe a handful. And Peden just got hit in the nose.
Is it the nose or the face or the mouth?
No, it might have been the mouth now that I see that. Checking for blood. I don't think she's seasoning, but that certainly doesn't make you feel better in the moment.
That hurts.
Rose Bradshaw, that being Sage and Caroline, both on the court. Bradshaw squared. Mandy Air, Bryce Hansen, and Charles C. Rose for Lyman. 40-35. Laramie basketball with the lead as well on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Ooh, stutter step and a 3-ball goes in. Looked like a travel to me as she was moving around before she put the ball down on the ground, but Jayla Wolf converts for a triple. Hansen looked like she was shooting a 3, and then Adair got a hand on the ball. Throws down to Bradshaw, then to Air in the left blocks. Double teamed, hit from behind, a clean block by Vasquez from behind. 43-35 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 3:15 left. Kylie Cox takes the ball across the timeline from left to right for Laramie. Wolf just hit a 3, guarded by Bradshaw, drives past her, stops at the free throw line, airballs it. Tries to get her own board, she does, but dribbles it out of bounds.
They called jump ball.
A jump ball on that. Interesting. Must have been topped by another player that I did not have a vantage point of seeing.
Bryce Hansen was right there, and she kind of rolled her eyes when the call was made, but I don't think it was a jump ball.
43-35 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Hansen trapped on the near sideline. And when Laramie has been right, that's what they've done. The pressure from side to sideline trapping. 45, make it 43-35 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. A timeout taken back in 1 minute on a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on mylocalradio.com.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face-to-face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Fourth quarter, 45. Need to stop saying that. Fourth quarter, 43-35. If I keep saying, I may accidentally wish it into reality there. Laramie on top of Lyman. 8-point lead, and Lyman looking for some offense. Charles C. walked with it, driving in the baseline. And that's a tough break for Lyman because Rose had a quick first step, just got caught not putting the ball down on the ground quite quickly enough. 2:38 left. And the pressure of Lyman trying to mimic what Laramie's done the last couple of minutes against Lyman. Does not work. Cox in transition. Up, misses. Rebound, jump ball stays in Laramie's possession. And that's where that last jump ball that I just didn't quite see, and Bryce Hansen didn't agree with, but something must have happened, comes into play because Laramie gets the ball back here. Baseline inbound, Cox to Vasquez on the right corner. Adair with it on the wing. 2:25 left. I'm curious what Laramie's approach is here. They push the ball a lot, but you get down to 2 minutes. I guess it's all the Evanston basketball I've covered over the years. I think hold on to it and don't force anything up, make them foul you.
I don't have the same opinion. I think you continue to play the way that you have played, grow that lead even more. I mean, it's gotten you here this far. Why stop playing the way that you were?
I'm fine with that. I guess I'm just saying from all the Evanston basketball I've seen, I just forget that other people do other things.
There are other teams,
There
Jake.
are other teams. I just haven't gotten to see them until this year.
Bryce Hansen with the rebound.
And so a missed shot with about 1:48 left, and as Kate mentioned, Hansen comes up with the rebound. Sage Bradshaw rather, gives it to Hansen, deep three, and she just hasn't had it today. Put back, air, hooping the harm, Mandy to the line. Bryce has been close, it just hasn't dropped, and that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Sometimes. I was never a fan of the three ball, mostly because of the fact I couldn't hit it.
That's usually how it happens. I usually ask a distance runner, why do you like distance? Well, because I'm good at it.
Yeah.
That's why. Dummy. No, I like running 14 miles in the snow. Air converts on the and one opportunity. 43-38 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. And a turnover. Dribbled out of bounds. Here comes the Lyman trap. It's a 1:33 left on the clock, so 93 seconds. Time for that Lyman trap to come in big. Just 5 points of difference, but you need offense, and that's been a struggle for Lyman this quarter. Rose fakes at the three-point line, drives in, layup, no good, rebounded Dare. Air backs off a little bit on the guard. Here comes the trap of her and Rose. Hansen comes in to help. 10-second clock is ticking. Oh, and a shoulder bails them out. Charles C. Rose called with the foul.
I don't know if she was meaning to do that or if her shoulder just turned the wrong way.
I think it was just a little bit slow on the turnaround. I think Rose was just trying to play good defense, and she got caught with the shoulder in.
Caroline Bradshaw out, replaced by Gross.
And that's a defense rebounding move, I think, or the free throws there. Caroline a bigger threat on the offensive side, but Hadley the better rebounder.
I think height helps with that.
Yeah, she's got good movement, too. Uses her body well in the post. 1-and-1 free throw from Adair is good. I have just one field goal for Lyman in the fourth quarter. The rest have come from the free throw line. Adair goes 2 for 2, and that's big. 7 points, 3-possession game. Got a run here. Rose does that, misses mightily off the board, looking for the right block shot. Tie up, jump ball stays possession Lyman. Sage Bradshaw tying it up for the Lyman Eagles that time. Didn't catch who she was tied up with.
I didn't either.
67 seconds to go. 7-point game. Baseline inbound, Bryce Hansen. Triggers it to Rose. Catch and shoot for the wing three. Yes! It falls!
Boom
Charles
goes
C.
the
Rose.
dynamite.
7 points in the game.
Oh.
Transition and a foul on, I think, Gross.
Looked like it.
Against Chloe Ying. I think I saw 2-0 maybe. Did I say Gross? Yes, I did. So, yes, it is on Hadley. Her second. Single bonus, but that was in the process of shooting, so it doesn't matter. Ying misses the first. She has 2 points, both from the free throw line. Hope Sinnott comes in for Hadley. Not over yet. 53.6 seconds left. A 45-40 game, especially with a miss and a Lyman rebound here. Lyman has a chance. The miss and the Lyman board by Bryce Hansen. Gives it off to Sage Bradshaw. She's trapped at the right side. And a foul, no, a timeout taken by Coach Hansen. 47.4 seconds left. 45-40. Lyman trails Laramie on the Benedict's Market and True Value board on a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
We hope you're enjoying this mylocalradio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all of this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Jeff Piper and Farmers Insurance in Evanston. Whether it's home, life, renters, auto, or more, Jeff Piper is your one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs. Black's Fork Dental, top-of-the-line dentistry available right in your backyard.
Back out early out of the break, 45 seconds left, and 45-40 the score. Lyman basketball trailing Laramie at the free throw line. Hope Sinnott has it for the Lyman Eagles. Out right side, Sage Bradshaw drives in, is fouled. Ooh, nearly converted. Ball just barely rolls out. Good move by the freshman, an aggressive one.
It was. Something needed to happen. Everyone was kind of just standing around not wanting to take that shot, and I get it, but you got to have offense right now.
Yeah, 10 seconds off the clock, down by 2 possessions. And a missed free throw by Sage.
Vasquez back in, replacing, I can't see the number.
That's Jensen, isn't it? No, it's Yiend. Jensen in the game. Opposite Vasquez. 0 for 2 trip. Rebound was in the hands of Hansen. She couldn't quite haul it in, though. Wolf comes up with it. Basketball in possession of Laramie and Adair to the line. That's team foul number 9. 1-and-1 free throws for a last-time single bonus. .9 seconds. Free throw's good. Adair's certainly the person they want the ball in the hands of. She's 3 for 3 in these pressure situations.
What grade is she?
Good question. Didn't have time to write that down.
All right. Is it this one?
2 for 2 trip, yeah, it's alphabetical.
All right.
Lyman basketball. Hope Sinnott gives it away to Laramie. Adair pushes ahead to Vasquez, and Vasquez is fouled.
She is a senior.
There you go.
Has a lot of experience.
I wanted to say I've called her name out in the past. That 20-minute turnover just didn't give me quite enough time to get my stat sheet as I usually like it. Heights. You don't really get weights or don't really care about weights in basketball. It's more of a football thing. But year, maybe some points per game average. Didn't have time for any of that. 48-40 after Vasquez makes her first. And at 15 seconds left, 8-point game. I think Laramie has done just enough to hang on for a victory. Their second of the season today. Harris takes a bounce pass, about 3/4 of the court. Sinnott, left side, air fires with the lefty 3, misses. Rebounded, Charles C. Rose. Backs out, 3 seconds left. Sinnott, will she get a shot off at the buzzer? Does, and it misses. 48-40, the final on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Lyman falls to Laramie on a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on mylocalradio.com. Post-game coverage when we return.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
48-40, the final on the Benedict's Market and True Value Board. Laramie defeats Lyman by a final of 8. Differential. We'll add up the final scores, give you some rebounds and turnover tallies, as well as hand out the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game when we return post-game coverage here from the Flaming Gorge Invitational on MyLocalRadio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Post-game here after a Lyman loss to Laramie. Laramie picks up their second victory of the year to go to 2-2 on the season. Lyman down to 2-3 on the year. Time now to run through the scores for both sides. First for Lyman, 16 points from Bryce Hansen, 9 from Mandy Ayers, 7 for Charles C. Rose, 5 from Nicole Peden, 3 by Caroline Bradshaw, and 2 from Sage Bradshaw. For Laramie, 14 points leads the way. Kayla Vasquez got 9 of those in the first quarter. 12 points from Kylie Cox, 7 from Janie Adair, 4 by Jayla Wolf. Morgan Johnson had 8, and 2 points each from Taylor Tizer and Chloe Yiend. Let's go ahead and hand out the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Kate, I'll leave it up to you with this one.
All right. I would have to say it would be Mandy's Air rebounding.
Mandy Ayers rebounding.
Yes,
there we go.
Yes, thank you. The end of the third, she really kicked it into gear. She knew what had to be done to help her team win the game. They unfortunately fell a little short, but they were able to pull that lead a little bit closer within reason. And she had, I think, like 4 or 5 rebounds within a matter of the ending of that third quarter.
And it was 35-32 at the end of the third period after being down double digits. They pulled it together. They had chances to tie. The shots just weren't falling at the beginning of the fourth period. How about you run us through some rebounding and turnover totals? Anyone stands out or individually on the rebounding or just team, whatever you want to do?
For the team for Lyman, their rebounds were 36. That's compared to Laramie, who only had 24 throughout the whole game. Turnovers, they had 16 for both teams. They really kind of pulled that together.
That was kind of back and forth, like 4 from one team and then 4 from another. It was never, It wasn't really balanced at any point. It was all one team or the other at a given moment.
Yeah, they never really had moments. It was always 1 minute that would always be really bad. As far as one individual person, Nicole Peden comes out. She has 5 offensive rebounds, 1 defensive rebound. She had 2 fouls early, so her time was limited here and there. But Mandy Eyre comes up with 4 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive. Chelsea Rose really pulled it together, too. As far as Laramie goes, one player really sticks out. Morgan Jensen.
Yeah. And she finished with 12, 13 boards.
Yeah, she had 12 in the end. She couldn't get any more after that, but she had 6 offensive and 6 defensive rebounds.
Well, that's the finals for Laramie and Lyman. Again, 48-40, the final on the scoreboard, brought to you by Benedict's Market and True Value. One more Lyman girls basketball game to bring you from this Flaming Gorge Invitational. We're already going to be to the last one of that because we're doing 2 of every one. So tomorrow we've got Lyman boys basketball and Mountain View girls basketball, and then the same of Saturday as well. That will be at 7:40 p.m. Lyman will take on Rock Springs right here on the home court in their second game of the day. This has been a First Bank presentation of Lyman basketball on MyLocalRadio.com. For Kate Bollinger, I'm Jake Hibbert. We'll see you later on tonight.
The preceding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Today's executive producer is Val Cook. We appreciate you tuning in to this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive of Lyman Eagles Athletics. We would like to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors and partners who make this all possible. And of course, thank you for tuning in. Check out our website for more information about future Lyman broadcasts, or like us on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Until next time, go Eagles!